Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? My name is Riley. It is your first time seeing my face here on YouTube. Go subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. On today, we're going to be bringing y'all a crazy one. We're going to be covering a mass shooting that happened at Orlando on Halloween night. But what's even crazier about this is this happened not even 5 minutes away from my house. Super crazy. I don't even know the whole story. I've seen the videos, of course, on the news, on my local news channel. And I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and react to this on the channel. So I'm gonna stop wasting y'all's time and let's hop right in. Let's go. Alright, y'all, if we can roll today's clip, make sure you're comfortable, grab something to snack on and something to sip, and let's enjoy this video together.
And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. We want to get right out to Orlando, Florida. Live Now look over the Orlando, Florida skyline. You can see there, well, Orlando.
You know what's crazy? That's exactly what it looks like right now. Cloudy as hell out today.
Police
Depressing.
Chief Eric Smith said 2 people are dead and 7 others are being treated at local. Chief Eric Smith said 2 people are dead and 7 others are being treated at local hospitals after a mass shooting overnight in downtown. A 17-year-old boy is in police custody. Fox News correspondent Dana Marie McNichol has more.
So I'm thinking this happened at a nightclub, but you got to be 18 to enter a nightclub down here in Florida, Orlando City at least. So he's not even old enough to be down there hitting the clubs.
We heard
so I'm not sure what he's doing.
Bop, 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 bop. That's all I heard. And then everybody started running.
Multiple people are dead and several more are injured after a mass shooting in downtown Orlando Halloween night. Police say hundreds of people were in the area when shots rang out just after 1 a.m. local time, sending crowds running for cover. Whoa. After 1 a.m. local time, sending crowds running for cover.
Officers reported shots fired at Central Boulevard and Orange Avenue. Within minutes, a second report of shots fired was called in south of Washington Street on Orange Avenue.
Shortly after, officers quickly located and tackled the alleged gunman, a 17-year-old boy who was armed with a handgun. Orlando police say the teen had previously been arrested for grand theft last year and did not appear to be downtown long before the shooting began. Investigators are now speaking with him as they search for a motive.
There's several aggravating factors that would lead us to charge him as an adult, but we need to get to the bottom of the investigation first to figure out what exactly is the reason why this happened.
The injured victims were taken to the hospital in stable condition and range in age from 19 to 39 years old.
Damn.
Folks across the city now trying to make sense of this tragedy.
I'm a bit scared. We're trying to leave now. Like, we don't want to be down here no more. We're not coming outside no more.
As this investigation continues, the Orlando police say they're considering the need for added patrols over the weekend. In Miami, Dana Marie McNichol, Fox News.
Dana Marie, thanks so much.
I mean, I've been down to Orlando a handful of times, not much. The club life isn't for me, but every time you go down there, that video you just seen, it looks like that every time. They got the roads blocked off. Hundreds and hundreds of people on each block where you can barely walk through. It's crazy. I hate going down there. People are just drunk as hell, acting like children. Oh,
you can't imagine
Orlando's
the
terrible.
melee this caused, this shooting, as so many were celebrating Halloween last night. The suspect was not shot by officers. No officers fired their weapons. The suspect, though, was previously arrested last year for grand theft. All right, Orlando officials, including the mayor there, Buddy Dyer, and the police chief, they just wrapped up this very brief update on this shooting investigation. Let's watch.
Okay, everybody ready? It's unfortunate that we have to be here again. Today, our community is devastated again following a tragedy that took, unfortunately, the lives of 2 individuals and forever changed the lives of many others. And our collective thoughts and supports are with the families of the victims and also with those who are injured. The safety of our city is our #1 priority. And we will not tolerate crime in our city and leverage every single tool that we have available to keep our city safe. In light of this morning's tragedy, I'll be issuing a local state of emergency for establishments within the downtown entertainment area that will end alcohol sales at midnight. and implement downtown entertainment. I'll be issuing a local state of emergency for establishments within the downtown entertainment area that will end alcohol sales at midnight.
Wow.
And implement a curfew at 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Wow. So they're saying it seems like he's an entertainment establishment. I'm thinking nightclubs, shit like that. They said they can't serve drinks past 12 a.m. now.
We don't make this decision lightly, and we have pursued a number of measures before reaching this point. Following another tragic shooting downtown, 34-year-old Joseph Torres, we implemented a series of new safety measures, including additional police officers and code enforcement officers, implemented coordinated entry that included weapon screening and
That's some mafia shit, bro. What the hell?
Safe program that included equipping our businesses with additional safety measures, including metal detectors, ID scanners, wands, and security cameras. We want a downtown that is fun and vibrant, but we have experienced lately that brazen criminals are willing to come downtown and shoot and kill innocent victims right in front of our police officers. And it's unfortunate that the changes in the state concealed weapons laws have made it even easier for people to carry guns and bring guns downtown. Honestly, I am frustrated to have to stand in front of you all and again share the news that we have senselessly lost another life due to gun violence, and that's why we are taking this very serious measure of ending alcohol sales at midnight and implementing a curfew for 1 a.m. I am grateful for the Orlando police officers who acted swiftly and heroically to arrest a suspect and prevented this tragedy from becoming even worse. I'm going to turn it over to the chief to give you an update on what they have learned.
So I don't know, that was actually an insane clip that we just watched there. Like, he literally just watched the movie Scarface before leaving his house and doing this. Like, he just walked up behind them, big crowd of people, walked up behind him, pulled his pistol out, and shot him in the back of his head. I mean, that blows my mind, and literally right in front of cops. Like 10 feet in front of multiple group of cops. So I don't know if he thought that he was going to be able to run through the big crowd of people running, or he just said, fuck it, this is it, I'm finna just kill this guy and we're going to jail for life. I don't know. Dude, that blows my mind, man. That's honestly incredible, bro. Prayers go out, man, to everybody that suffered
I'm going to provide an
anything
update
from
on
this
this morning
shooting.
17-year-old Jalen Dwayne Edgar has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a firearm and 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder with a firearm. The 9 victims range from 18 to 39 years old with various injuries.
Damn.
2 victims were shot in the leg. 1 victim was shot in the foot. 1 victim was shot in the hand. 1 victim was grazed by a bullet to the head. 1 victim sustained a gunshot wound to the upper back. 1 victim was trampled as the crowd dispersed. And as previously reported, 2 victims are deceased. In the last 6 months, the Orlando Police Department's proactive efforts have resulted in seizure of 151 crime guns in downtown Orlando and 309 guns over the past year.
Damn.
This morning's shooting marks the 18th and 19th homicide of 2024. At this time last year, there have been 34 homicides. In response to last night's shooting and to prevent retaliations, we are increasing the downtown detail this weekend. Thank you, and we'll now take questions.
Chief, do you know what the motive might have been in this shooting?
No, we don't have that right now. It's still part of our investigation.
Do you know how his 17-year-old became in possession of the weapon or what he was doing downtown so late last night?
No, that's also a part of our investigation. We're investigating where the gun came from and actually why, with his friends, why he was down there.
Chief, when many people go out, you look for a sense of security. When you see all of those police officers in one place, you tend to feel a little safer. What do you say to this blatant disregard? Because the 17-year-old
no one knew that was going to happen.
Within feet of officers and their vehicles.
So there's a lot of good people who come downtown, but there's a lot of bad actors. Some people just don't care. Whatever their beef is, their issue with somebody, they're going to shoot no matter what. They're going to walk by the officers. And this one, we were able to basically follow his path and see him walk by more than 10 officers, paid them no attention, obviously saw them because he walked right next to them, but still went and did what he was going to do.
So what do these measures do if someone is intent on carrying out something like that?
So our job is to try and prevent it. We're going to have a lot of officers there. We do a lot of proactive work, like our TAC units, our bike units. They're riding the parking garages. They're talking to people on their cars. We're doing traffic stops. We're very proactive. But one thing I will say, the last major shooting was probably 2 years ago. And if you're going to have that many people downtown and there's no way of checking people for weapons, checking people what their intent is, every once in a while you're going to have these kind of issues. But as the mayor said, the city's taking steps to prevent this. We've tried a lot of different things, and now we're going to try this.
Speaking of prevention, given this recent tragedy, has the city considered designating the downtown area as an official entertainment district? I know a lot of different cities have been very successful with using entertainment district zoning to implement security measures, and I'm curious if this is something...
That's the measures that I just spoke about that we've been taking over the course of the last couple of years. One of the things that has made it more difficult for us is the change in the concealed weapon law. Now anybody can carry a gun, and we can't screen and take a gun away from somebody unless we know they're a felon or there's some other reason that they can't carry it. But people are carrying more guns pretty much everywhere. It's not just downtown. People can carry guns everywhere.
Everywhere.
What would you say that people patrol
grocery stores, church.
Were not for this state law?
Hold on.
Anywhere but schools, I think.
Yeah, Chief,
Presidential buildings.
For you,
Government.
without this state law, you guys had these metal detectors back in place. Can you talk about that? And also, have you seen a change in the number of guns confiscated since the law changed?
So we were seizing a lot of guns before the law changed, and we're still seizing a lot of guns to this day. I'd say there is a difference because when you do have any kind of deterrent, like we had the dogs and we had the wand and metal detectors and all those kind of things, of course that's a deterrent, and of course that's helpful to us. So yeah, I think it would be helpful to us, and it was helpful for us, but when things change and more people can carry guns, it makes it more dangerous for everyone.
Do you think that it could have avoided what happened last night if you guys had those measures in place?
I have no idea. I mean, it could have, but you know, it's hard to say.
Mayor, what would you say to people who might be nervous to go downtown now, especially with all the efforts to make downtown more family-friendly?
Don't go downtown.
To have something like this happen?
So we're going to take new measures. We're taking them today. We're going to stop serving alcohol at midnight and have a curfew. Our number one goal, as I said at the very beginning of this press conference, is to have a safe downtown, a safe city, and a safe community. And I will say, to the chief's point, we don't know how many of these we've stopped over the course of some number of years. When the one happens, we're standing here today discussing it, but for all we know of the 100 and some odd guns that the chief's police officers have taken away, maybe that stopped 10 other random acts from happening because they were able to detect the bad guy and take the gun away from them.
Mayor, how long do you envision this local state of emergency? How long do we see this curfew and the limited sales continue?
So under my emergency powers, I can do it for 7 days. So we will
it's only for 7 days.
Consider what the next step is during the course of the next week.
In this case, this was a 17-year-old out that late. Your message to parents, I mean, someone that young, to get out of that crowd on Halloween, and would you consider maybe a longer-term, curfew?
Well, any message to a parent would be, don't let your children carry guns and go downtown. It's unfortunate, but we do know that from what the chief has told me, that his purpose was to be there and do what he did, whether it was a random individual or whether it was a known individual. He did not frequent any of the bars downtown. He came, walked from his car, and did what he did. So he was there to do that, but certainly to any parent, do what a parent should do.
Mayor, you talked about the businesses that would be impacted. Have you started reaching out to those who are directly as well as indirectly impacted?
This afternoon, all of the owners of businesses that would be impacted had the opportunity to be briefed on that.
Chief, is this 17-year-old speaking with your officers? Is he cooperating? Can you give us any insight?
No, he is not.
Can we take one more question?
And do you have any sense of, with the change in state law, is
Not
there
cooperating.
something specifically in there, I guess, that prevents the screening you were doing, or is it just simply you can legally carry a firearm? So what purpose is it?
So you can legally carry a firearm unless you fall into a certain category, underage, convicted felons. That's how we still end up making, making arrests with drugs, something of that nature. But for most people, it allows them, without getting a concealed weapons permit, to carry a gun concealed.
Chief, when people see that video of so many people gathered on Orange and Central, I hear of the roads that are blocked around the downtown area. Did that allow people to gather so much in that one area, and do you think that it's time to change the roadblocks around that spot?
No, our crowds are so big right now, it'd be hard for us to think about doing anything different. I will say people are easily able to escape. We just put a car there, and usually on some nights there's some other vehicles there. But it's a car that if you saw the videos, people just ran around the car, went there. And the good thing about the cars, there are police officers at the cars. So police officers standing near to cars so they can open up for a fire truck or something like that. So we're not putting any huge barricades, anything hard. And what you saw, and when I was here last week talking about it, that saved lives. By the person who shot down Pine Street, he rammed our police car. People had time to get out of the way. Then he rammed another police car, and people had time to stop what he was doing. So the cars keep people safe, because we imagine it could just be, maybe not even somebody who's trying to hurt people, but just a drunk person. They take a wrong turn, they gas down there, they're not paying attention, or they're drunk, and they ram into 30, 40 people. We've seen it at other cities. So the vehicles serve a purpose to keep everyone who's walking around the street safe.
How certain are you that a 17-year-old was alone in this?
As far as being a shooter?
Yes.
Yeah, we're confident.
Okay, thank you, everyone. If you have all questions, you know how to reach us.
Well, the only thing I got is being there's probably 1,000 or 2,000 people down there just in that block and the one over. Literally thousands of people down there. So how was he able to know, if he just pulled up, how was he able to know exactly where this guy was at? I'm thinking inside, there's people inside there kind of, keep an eye on this one man. Yo, he's right here. Yo, he's under this sign. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the only way. Because there's no way walking through there, from experience, there's no way walking through there you'd be able to, oh, that's him right there. Unless he's wearing a highlighter or something.
Okay, so there you have it. That was the Orlando mayor, Buddy Dyer, and the police chief there, Eric Smith, updating us there. But Mayor Dyer implementing a curfew, essentially saying that all alcohol sales in downtown Orlando will stop at midnight, and the curfew will be implemented at 1 in the morning. Of course, this is Halloween weekend, but that tragedy unfolding just last night. When asked how long the curfew would be in place, legally it could be in place for 7 days, but Mayor Dyer didn't know how long it would be necessary until they would have to renew that curfew there. So wanted to make sure we are covering this story from all angles, and we're getting a better sense of who this suspect is that is now in custody. Only 17 years old, and this is his mugshot there. Remember, he was also arrested last year for grand theft. He's only 17, and he was there in the melee, causing it, prompting it. In the meantime, we also have a video of his perp walk. Orlando police put that out today. The suspect there, Jalen Dwayne Edgar, you see his date of birth. He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a firearm and 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder with a firearm. Now,
you already know, like, if they're making that, like, dude's getting videoed, he's walking, yeah, you know you're getting life, bro.
Now,
you know you're getting life.
Police Chief Smith was asked whether or not he's speaking or cooperating with law enforcement. Chief Smith said no. And we'll just have to wait and see if that changes at all. But you see there Edgar being taken out into that police car. That is the perp walk there. In the meantime, lawmakers are reacting and responding to this on social media, including young Democratic member of Congress, Representative Maxwell Frost, saying this: devastated to see our community once again harmed by gun violence. What should have been a night of innocent fun with friends and family instead became a day these victims and their loved ones will never forget. 2 people will never be able to come home again there.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. You know, it really is. It's just every day, I just feel like we're going worse and worse down a path of shooting, stuff like that. And down here in Florida, like I said, it's an open carry state, which if you're not an underage felon, there might be like a few other, I mean, I'm guessing you probably have like mental illness or something. You probably can't carry a gun either. But shit like that. But other than that, everyone else, you just go, as soon as you're 21, you can go up, do a background check. After 3 days, buy a pistol. Super easy. It's honestly incredible. And like I said, you can carry it pretty much everywhere besides a handful of spots. So, you know, stuff like that, like stuff like this, it's just going to continue to keep happening unless we just get rid of it completely. Not the guns, obviously, but the downtown area, shit like that. I mean, bro, there'd be so many people down there bound at least one time to have something go down tragically, which, as you could tell, took place on Halloween night. That was a true scare for everybody. You know, prayers go out to everybody that suffered from this event, to families that lost their 2 loved ones during this event, and hopefully the jury takes care of this, cleans it up. I mean, I think he should be charged as an adult. This dude obviously doesn't care nothing really about his life or the ones around him, so if he doesn't get charged as an adult, then that'd be wild. But what do y'all think his sentence should be? And what do you think was this? What could justify this, do you think? Like, out of what terminology you think this would be justified under the law? That's the question for today. I'm going to be answering back every single comment. And we're going to wrap this outro. Let's go. Alright, y'all, we're going to wrap this one up right here. If you enjoy this type of content, I'm going to link a playlist right here in the video. It's going to have all the reactions on there for y'all to check out. We're going to be dropping 5 videos a week here on the channel. So make sure you go down there, smash that little bell icon, and that you will know when I do upload a video. We've also been live streaming here on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. I'm going to have those other links down in the description below. It means a lot if y'all can go check those out for me as well. But that's just another great reason why you need to have that notification bell turned on here on YouTube. Because I might be live right now, and if you missed it, you can't even come say what's up. You can't even come make fun. You can't even do whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? But what we be doing on the lives, we be playing the games. We be playing the games y'all recommend. We also be playing with viewers. So we pretty much should be having an all-around good time. Means a lot if y'all can come tap in if y'all have some free time. I might be live right now, so go down there, just click on my little profile. Come say what's up. Other than that, we'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate y'all watching to the end of the video. If you have a good one. Peace.